Welcome to Have Fun WV. We're all fueled up. It's time to go. This is something unique you gotta check out. Out here in the field, by themselves, to decay, the ruins of the president's heads, right here in a little field in Williamsburg, Virginia. We want to take this time to thank our sponsors. So, this is the ruins of the President's heads. Did I say it correctly?
Ruins of President's Park.
Oh, President's Park.
Right.
We'll correct that later in post. Right. There you go. Okay, so this was originally part of President's Park. Where was it located at?
Williamsburg, Virginia, exit 242.
Okay.
11 miles from here.
Oh wow, there you go. And so they were preserved. He brought them here. How were they brought here?
So when the park went bankrupt in 2010, they sat abandoned and unmaintained for a couple of years. Then a rental car company came in and bought that property and needed a large area of square footage for their fleet of vehicles.
Okay.
So the man that owns them now was hired to actually destroy them, to put them in a stone crusher.
Oh wow.
And he elected to not do that, save them instead, and spent a considerable amount of money moving them here to his property for the main purpose of protecting them from demolition.
Yeah.
And in the back of his mind, he also thought that he would be able to repurpose them, which he technically hasn't formally done yet.
But kind of. I mean, they're here. They're
right
on display. If they want to find out more, where can they find out the information about the presidents here?
www.thepresidentsheads.com.
There you go. There you go. So that's where you want to find out information. Even if you watch this video years down the road, there may be a home for them yet somewhere. Right? Maybe, hopefully. If not,
oh yeah, we're not going to let them completely decay.
There you go.
Out of respect to the sculptor and everything American, we're not going to let them decay. They will not be demolished. What you're looking at here, the last time they were maintained was 2010.
Who's the one missing the mouth?
Chester Arthur.
Chester Arthur.
Chester Arthur, if you remember, if you looked at pictures of him, he has those big mutton chops.
Yeah.
And the collective weight of those, given the precipitation and lack of maintenance here, forced them to eventually just lose his entire jaw. That's not vandalism, that's natural decay.
Okay. Apparently he didn't have a whole lot to say there. I guess. Wow. Anyway.
It's a heck of a visual. It's turned into this this gentleman that owns them had the wherewithal to save these things, and ironically enough, it's turned into what is arguably America's most unique roadside attraction. So hopefully it will continue, and glad to have you.
Cool. Thumbs up. There you go. Awesome. All right, so today I brought my Aunt Sarah with me. Aunt Sarah? What is
I'm
that?
an aunt.
You're an aunt. Aunt's aunt, sure. Anyway, she is an expert on all the presidents, aren't you?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Sure. And what president is that one right there?
This one?
Yeah.
And this is Georgie Porgy Penn.
So that would be who?
George Washington.
George Washington, that's right. She's so old, she actually babysat George Washington when he was a kid, right?
Sure.
Sure. Oh. I blinked. Really hard to have a staring contest with one of these guys. So you're an expert. You of course you know all of these. Who's that one right there?
Because I'm old does not mean I know all these guys.
That's not what I mean. Who's that one right there?
I don't know.
That's the president who you cannot win a staring contest with. That's legit, because he's not going to blink ever. Look, he's looking into your soul. You get it? He's looking. Have you stared into his eyes? I can't tell if they're blue or brown. Really can't.
No.
Yeah, can't.
He's a politician, so I'm sure they're burning.
What's that mean?
They're full of it.
Oh, so brown eyes for a politician means you're full of shit. Okay. So this here is Jimmy Carter, and funny story about Jimmy Carter. When I was in school once, on the first day of school, my name is James Silverman, so the teacher said, Jim, are you here? And I'm like, oh, you mean James? So the teacher called me Jim, and I went to my dad and I said, Dad, the teacher wanted to call me Jim. I guess that's a nickname for James. And my dad looked at me square face and goes, we voted Republican. So I was never called Jim again after that. But there's Jimmy Carter. Yeah, so that right there is who?
Tricky Dicky.
It's Tricky Dicky. Richard Nixon. He's not a crook, that's what they said. So that's George W. Bush. He's gonna need a little facelift, or you're not gonna recognize him anymore, but it's kind of flaky. Right there, Bill Clinton. Had a real famous intern under the desk. Not quite sure how that worked out. So that right there is Gerald Ford. I heard he was a Chevy guy. That's what I hear. Yep. The only president who didn't have a big head was this guy here, President Barack Obama. That's right. They start with a small one, figure out what it's going to look like, and then they make the larger one based off the small one. So the part closed before Barack had his. That's okay. It's okay, little fella. Do you want to save money on your next gas purchase or food purchase? Get yourself the Go My Rewards card today, or download the app and start saving today.
Do you need a trustworthy and dedicated personal law firm? Go to Solango Law, West Virginia's best personal injury lawyers at solangolaw.com.
Hey fans, I hope you liked this video. If you did, give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe.
Remember, fans, to always have fun.
See you next time. This is me and baby Barack Obama. That's right.